Teacher's Pets by Dale Ann Dodds, illustrated by Marilyn Hafner. The author is Dale Ann Dodds, and the illustrator who drew these wonderful pictures is Marilyn Hafner. Our big question here is, how is school like a community? This story is realistic fiction, which means it's not true, but it could be because it's based off real life events. Monday was sharing day in Miss Fry's class. "You may bring something special," said Miss Fry. "May we share a pet?" Winston asked. "Yes," said Mrs. Fry, "but just for the day." On Monday, Winston brought his pet rooster. What pet did Winston bring? "I call him Red. He eats corn, and he crows. The neighbors say he crows too much." "What a wonderful pet," said Mrs. Fry. "We're happy he can visit us today." The kids are all saying, "Cock-a-doodle-doo." But that afternoon, all the children had left. There was Red, still sitting on his roost near Miss Fry's desk. She sprinkled corn in Red's dish, then locked the door and went home to her quiet little house. On Tuesday, Winston told Miss Fry, "The neighbors wonder if Red can stay at school for a while." "Of course," said Mrs. Fry. "How lucky for us." So Red is going to stay at school for a little bit. The next Monday was Patrick's turn. "My tarantula's name is Vincent." A tarantula is a big spider. "He likes to eat bugs and hide inside my mother's slippers." "What a wonderful pet," said Mrs. Fry. "Don't forget to take Vincent home with you at the end of the day." But that afternoon, after all the children had left, there was Vincent, still sitting in his jar on Miss Fry's desk. She gave Vincent a big, juicy bug, sprinkled corn in Red's dish, then locked the door and went home to her quiet little house. On Tuesday, Patrick told Miss Fry, "My mother says Vincent likes her slippers too much. We're wondering if he can stay at school for a few days." "Of course," said Miss Fry. "How lucky for us." The next day, Roger brought in his cricket. "His name is Mo," said Roger. "He eats leaves from the garden." "What does Mo eat?" "And sings chirp, chirp all night long." "What a wonderful pet," said Miss Fry. That afternoon, after all the children had left, Miss Fry noticed Mo sitting in his desk on the table. Miss Fry looked at Mo. He almost seemed to smile. "Welcome to our class, Mo." Right before her eyes, he did a huge somersault up in the air. "Bravo," said Mrs. Fry. She gave fresh green leaves to Mo and a big juicy bug to Vincent, sprinkled corn in Red's dish, and then locked the door and went home to her quiet little house. The next day, Roger said to Miss Fry, "My mother says Mo chirps too much." "He's welcome to visit as long as he likes," said Mrs. Fry. And so it went. Aaliyah shared her pet goat, Nar. Her pet goat, Nar Gladys. It said "bah" and ate her sister's homework. Amanda shared her pet Dachshund. It likes to chew bones and the pillows on her Aunt Judy's new sofa. Jerry bought in his pet boa constrictor. It never made a sound. No one knew exactly what it liked to eat, but Jerry said his father's expensive tropical fish had suddenly disappeared one day. There was Megan's cat, Mitchell's mice, Daniel's ducks, and Tom's iguana, Frankie's frog, Lily's monkey, and Terrence's turtle. And something square and fuzzy that Avery brought in. "It looks like a kitchen sponge," said Bruce. a really old kitchen sponge. "It's my pet," said Avery, and that was that. Before long, Miss Fry's classroom was bursting with the happy noises of all the children's pets. Quack, 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 meow, meow, cock-a-doodle-doo, ba, ba, squeak, squeak, ribbit, ribbit, chirp, chirp, woof, woof. On Parents' Night, the mothers and fathers walked around the classroom with great big smiles on their faces. "Isn't this great," they said, "that Miss Fry loves pets so?" Only Roger Cricket had sat quietly in his box. "You must miss your garden," Miss Fry said. "Chirp," said Mo softly. He crawled under one of his shiny green leaves. On the last day of school, Mrs. Fry's class had a party with balloons, hats, and ice cream cups. "Goodbye, children," Mrs. Fry sang out. "Have a nice summer, and don't forget to take home your pets." One by one, the children disappeared, and with them went their pets. "No more pets," said Miss Fry. She looked around the quiet room. Then Miss Fry noticed a box sitting on her desk. She peeked inside. A little face looked at her. It almost seemed to smile. A note inside read, "Dear Miss Fry, please take care of Mo. He likes you the best. Roger." "How lucky for me," said Miss Fry. Mo did a huge somersault, up, up, up in the air. Miss Fry carried her new pet to her quiet little house and placed him in the garden among the rainbow of roses. Where did Miss Fry put Mo? That night, Miss Fry opened her window. She climbed into bed and she turned off the lamp. By the light of the moon from outside in the garden came a happy noise. Chirp, chirp. "Welcome home, Mo. What a wonderful pet you are."